The history of ancient civilizations holds more than just kings and wars. It's filled with peculiar and mysterious happenings. Have you ever wondered about the strange rituals or unusual customs practiced by these ancient societies? In today's video, we're checking out the weird stuff from ancient times. People way back then did some really strange things that might make you look at history in a whole new way. Archaeologists find all sorts of odd things and stories from way back. So let's dive into 10 super surprising and kind of crazy discoveries from ancient history. Get ready to be amazed by these weird things our ancestors were up to. Bizarre historical fact. Ancient civilizations had some really weird things going on. One bizarre fact is about the Mayans. They played a ball game where the losers often got sacrificed to the gods. It's astonishing to think that what we consider unusual today was a part of their everyday life back then. Discovering these strange customs from ancient times can make us feel a mix of surprise and curiosity, showing how different their world was compared to ours. It's intriguing to explore these peculiarities and realize how much history can hold unexpected and sometimes bizarre tales. The cannabis smokers of ancient China. Over 2,500 years ago, up in the ancient Chinese mountains, people used cannabis to explore different states of mind. They dug up some fascinating stuff at Yerzhankel Cemetery in the Pamir Mountains, incense burners with leftovers showing stronger THC than the regular wild cannabis around there. This hints that folks from way back might have grown specific types of cannabis on purpose for its mind-altering effects. It's kind of mind-blowing to realize that ages ago, people were using cannabis for altered consciousness just like we do today. Learning about these ancient practices evokes a mix of surprise and curiosity, making us wonder about the connections between our history and the things we do now. Peruvian paint containing human blood. In Peru's history, there's this incredible discovery, a sickened tomb tucked beneath the Huaca Loro temple. Inside, they found something mysterious, an upside-down skeleton wearing a fancy gold mask all painted in red with cinnabar. What's really surprising is how they painted the gold mask. They used a mix of human blood and egg whites to make the paint stick. It's quite astonishing and kind of eerie to think about what this might have meant to the people of that time. Some experts believe it might symbolize something about being reborn or coming back to life in their culture. Learning about these ancient rituals and beliefs brings a mix of fascination and intrigue, making us wonder about the secrets and meanings behind these ancient customs and what they reveal about the people who practice them. European salt miners' gastronomic preferences. Examining the ancient poop of salt miners in the Alps led to some incredible discoveries about what they ate back then. Surprisingly, these folks had a pretty smart grasp of food fermenting, which tells us a lot about their cooking skills. It turns out they really enjoyed some fancy stuff like beer and blue cheese. Isn't that amazing? It's like finding out that people ages ago had a taste for some of the things we still love today. Learning about their diet and culinary know-how brings a mix of surprise and admiration for how clever and sophisticated these ancient folks were in their food choices and preparations. The mysterious mummies of the Silk Road. In northwest China's Tarim Basin, there's this amazing discovery. Lots of mummies that totally shake up what we thought we knew about history. These mummies don't look like the locals at all. They have features that seem more Western, which is pretty surprising considering where they were found. What's even more fascinating is that they didn't just chill out. They farmed and did things that were unusual for the folks living there at that time. These discoveries spark curiosity and wonder about who these people were and where they came from. It's intriguing to think about these mummies challenging what we believed about ancient civilizations, leaving us with a bunch of unanswered questions that make history even more fascinating. Neanderthals' unconventional hunting techniques. In trying to understand what Neanderthals ate, scientists did a cool experiment where they copied how these ancient humans might have caught birds that looked like ravens, but with their bare hands. Guess what they found out? It hints that Neanderthals might have been smarter than we thought. Using fire to help catch these birds shows they had some serious brain power and were pretty clever hunters. Learning about this makes you feel amazed at how smart Neanderthals might have been, challenging the old ideas we had about them. It's fascinating to discover these new insights into our ancient ancestors' lives, showing us just how resourceful and intelligent they really were. Did humans hibernate during winter? In Spain's Atapuerca caves, they found some fossils that sparked a fascinating idea about ancient humans. During really harsh winters, scientists think our ancestors might have acted a bit like animals that hibernate. These findings suggest they might have found ways to slow down their bodies and survive tough winter times. It's quite intriguing to think that our ancient relatives might have had survival tricks up their sleeves, just like animals do. Discoveries like this stir up a sense of wonder and curiosity about how clever and adaptable our ancestors were, facing challenges in ways we're still learning about today. The ancient act of exorcism. There's this incredible discovery, a 3,500-year-old tablet found in the British Museum that reveals something really surprising about ancient times. On this tablet, there's a picture showing what seems to be the oldest drawing of a ghost. But that's not all. It also has instructions for performing exorcisms like casting out spirits. This discovery tells us a lot about how ancient Mesopotamians dealt with spirits and their beliefs about the afterlife. It's pretty fascinating to think about how people back then had rituals to help spirits move to the underworld. Learning about this tablet gives us a glimpse into ancient practices and beliefs, stirring up a mix of curiosity and fascination about how they understood and interacted with the spirit world. The Iron Age skiers of Norway. In Norway, archaeologists made an amazing discovery in the melting ice 1,300-year-old skis that were incredibly well preserved. These skis give us a special peek into the world of ancient winter sports and how people lived back then. It's quite astonishing to see something so old, almost like time travel. Learning about these ancient skis feels like discovering a hidden treasure chest full of stories about how our ancestors enjoyed winter activities. The find sparks a sense of wonder and excitement about uncovering these glimpses of ancient cultures and their way of life, showing us how people in the past enjoyed sports in their own unique way. The prehistoric origins of genital herpes. Scientists made a fascinating discovery about the origin of genital herpes, tracing it back to an ancient human ancestor who caught the virus from primates long ago. This discovery tells us a lot about how viruses evolve and change over thousands of years. It's quite intriguing to learn about the complex journey of this virus from animals to our early human relatives. Hearing about these scientific breakthroughs can make us feel amazed at how much we can learn about our past and the long history of viruses that have been around for ages. It's like peering into a puzzle of our ancient history and understanding how diseases and viruses have traveled through time, shaping our evolution along the way. Conclusion: these bizarre historical findings offer a unique glimpse into the unconventional lives and practices of our ancestors. It's through these peculiarities that we truly understand the depth and diversity of human history. Thank you for joining us on this intriguing journey through the eccentricities of ancient civilizations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more astonishing historical revelations. Until next time, keep exploring the enigmatic past that shapes our present. Goodbye for now.